Peter Eliades with you. This is Stock Market Cycles update for the week ending April 24th of 2020. It's being recorded April 26th, Sunday. The recording's going, well, it's being started now about 1:11 p.m. Pacific time, 4:11 p.m. Eastern time, probably be online within the next hour. Couple of things we want to show you here. This relates to the theory of the projections. What I'm showing you now is a chart through March 26th. That's this day right here, March 26th of this year, almost exactly. In fact, it is exactly a month ago. And I want to refresh your memory as to what happened back then and what we were saying. At that point on March 26th, we had just broken above both offset lines and given and confirmed a nominal 20-day projection to between 2772 change, 2872 and change. Now, what we said at the time was this. If we went straight up to that projection over the next couple of days, we would be crossing these offset lines at the 2772 to 2872 level, and that would in turn give projections right back quickly to the area of new all-time highs. We didn't think that was going to happen, and so we theorized that what would happen would be a few days of sideways to down action so that the projection could be given, the crossing above these offset lines could be given further over in time, and that the new offset given would match up pretty closely to this. If you don't recall that, or if you don't trust us in saying that, go back and look. I believe it was the March 26th update. You can go to our channel on YouTube and search down the March 26th update and see if it didn't look just like this. We didn't have both sets of offsets on there, but we had this projection along with these longer offsets, which had not yet been crossed. So the reason I'm bringing these up now is that we're in somewhat of a similar situation, but with longer offsets. So I want you to remember this setup. Remember, we've confirmed the projection here, March 26th. If we go straight up to it, that implies projections up to this level, okay? So, and again, we felt that was not going to happen, although there was nothing within the projections that told us that, and they ultimately rule what kind of numbers we're giving you here in terms of where the market should or will go. So what we're going to show you next, though, is bring this chart up to date and show you what happened after March 26th, although I think most of you remember, and then the similar configuration that we're in today with longer offsets. So we're going to take a second now. We'll edit out the time that we take, and we're going to bring you up to date with where we are today with the new offsets. Okay, here is the new setup. This is through today, and as you notice, this is March 26th right here, where the last chart left off, and we did exactly what we thought we might do about projections. We went sideways, then down, and the offset was crossed right around here to give projections to around the same level, right up here. But now we have a new set of offsets. This is 24.2 to 27.6, and we can't show you this on the new more clear because it's not going to have, at least I don't think it's going to have both of these offsets on there. Let's take a look and see if it does. Now see, the web chart just has the longer offset on here, and we want to show you both sets of offsets. So here's the offset that's giving this projection up in the area of the green rectangle here, calling for a move to between 3371 and change, 3465 and change. But again, we're in a situation where if we go directly up to these offsets now, if we go directly up to this projection now, I should say, we have a good chance of crossing these offsets that would give significantly higher projections than the prior all-time highs. And again, I don't think that's going to happen. And because I don't think it's going to happen, that makes an argument that what we well might see next is another, perhaps a little bit higher here, but not getting up to the projections. But sometime over the next few weeks going into May, a move that takes us sideways to up and then down, and then we cross these projections. This is 48.4 to 55 through, and this next set of projections are 10-week offsets for nominal 20-week projections. So if we should go up, down, sideways, basically into the middle of May, whether we come down and then go up again and cross these offsets here in the middle of May, then again we'll have the same basic upside projections back towards the old highs, but not to significantly higher highs above those. So I hope you see the picture here, trying to put it together for you and make some kind of analog with where we were a month ago on March 26th, which was right here. We theorized we might go sideways to down and then cross the next group of lines, giving the same basic projection, and that's kind of what we're theorizing here. And let's emphasize the word theorizing. There's nothing within the projections here that says that's what's going to happen. What the projections say is going to happen is you're going to see a move up to this projection area. The big question becomes, how do you get there? If you get there immediately, then you're going to have much, much higher projections. If you delay getting there by going sideways and then going up, then you're going to have a different picture. You're going to just get a projection back to the area of these all-time highs. Now, the other alternative, of course, is we go sideways up and down and then ultimately go below these offsets right here, the 24.2 to 27.6 offsets, and that would invalidate even this projection up to the new all-time highs. So we wanted to give you that background picture with where we stand now in terms of the next few weeks, okay? There's nothing in the projections right now that say anything other than this is the projected zone, the next move for the market, okay? The rest of what we told you over the past few minutes is conjecture, what might happen and how that might set up another projection to around the same area. Okay, so there's nothing earth-shaking that we see that happened over the past couple of trading days. What we do see is that we are scheduled to go up to this area for the next level of projections. There's nothing within the projection picture that contradicts that or criticizes that opinion. Now, what we should show you is these 50% charts that we showed you several days ago and where we stand with them. So the S&P got back above the 50% level on a closing basis on Friday. The Dow has failed to do that, and for the past 5 days now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the Dow has been below the 50% level. So what does this have to do with the projections? Nothing directly, except that we showed you the study that Larry Williams had done that said in any bear market of greater than 20% over the past almost 100 years, going back to 1929, if you pass the 50% level convincingly, then you have a really good chance of going to new highs or going back to the old highs from which the bear market began. So that's what we're looking at now, and this is what we'll be looking at over the next few days. The S&P has done it in order to give you more confidence that the Dow and the S&P are going to their projections back towards the all-time highs. You want to see the Dow get above this magic number here, which is 24,071.68 on a closing basis. Not just one close, but hopefully, if you're going to get confirmation, a series of closes and perhaps even get more than 1% above that level, so you get the confidence that that 50% level has been broken. So that's what we're going to be looking for. For those of you that have forgotten the 50% level on the S&P, it's 2811.78. Again, these are closing basis 50% levels, and that's where we stand. That's where we stand with the projections. That's where we stand with the overall market outlook. We hope you had a great weekend. We hope you have a great week to come. We'll be talking to you Monday afternoon or evening. Thanks a lot for watching. If you have not subscribed yet, Go to the bottom right of the screen, little red banner, subscribe. Anytime we do an update, even if we do a special update during the day, you will be notified immediately if you click on the notification bell after you subscribe. Thanks a lot for watching. We'll talk to you on Monday.